Welcome to another episode of First Class or Trash, where myself and Mike Gunderson review creatives that we received in the mail, and we decide are they first class, are they worthy of going in the mailbox, or are they going straight into the recycle bin? So I'm Eric Smith. I'm the president and COO of Incremental Media. We're an offline marketing agency here in New York. Mike, you want to do a quick intro?
Yeah, my name is Mike Gunderson. I'm the president of Gunder, and we are one of the nation's largest direct mail marketing agencies in the United States. So, the one that we're bringing you today came a little bit before Black Friday. This is from DSW. And just my first impression of this piece is it's kind of fun. I love the design, it gets my attention. And there's actually quite a bit going on here with some very good offers. I love some of the personalization being done as well. And then as you get through the piece, you have some tip-on cards. You have a nice, let me go ahead and get rid of this guy here. You have a nice spread here that shows all kinds of different shoes. And then down here on the back side of the piece, you have your offers, kind of clever ho, ho, ho on the shoes. And, again, very vibrant piece. My first impressions is that I thought the offer itself was great. So a 30% offer off of your shoes, I think, is really, really great. And I think overall, the visual appeal of this piece and the energy of this piece is really, really nice. I do have a couple complaints, but I'm going to turn it over to Eric first and let me and get his first impressions of this piece.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with you on the design aspect of it, like just sort of kind of that green red holiday feel. I believe this went to my parents' house, and they are DSW shoppers, so that's what. So it makes sense that they're not overly selling you, like they know what DSW is. The sort of card that you're looking at in front right here, we've seen. I believe we talked about this in previous episode too. Like an involvement device like that is really effective. It can be more to print, but we've seen it offset the cost of printing and then some from a response standpoint. So I'm guessing that they tested into that and had that same learning. But overall, I think it was an interesting piece. I think there's you know, it doesn't have as many, icons or certain best practices that we have. But I think in this element, the way that they're communicating their messaging still really worked for me. So yeah, I'm kind of, I'm leaning towards first class. I think they could have a few improvements, but I think you had a few thoughts on that also, Mike.
Yeah, I think only the few improvements that I think I would make are one, there is a lot of offers here, and
Yeah.
I don't mind a lot of offers, especially if they're nice, crisp, and clear. However, I do feel like that it's a little jumbled here. I don't really know what to look at. I'm not really sure which ones I want to take advantage of and which one's the best. It's not clear to me. I mean, there's a free tote, there's a 30% off, there's a free sling bag, and then there's like this kind of tiered offer down here in the bottom. And even though this is four separate cards that can be perfed and kept in your purse, they're also all for separate dates. And it just, I don't know, it just feels very confusing as a consumer. I'm kind of like, really, I got to deal with all this. The other thing that I think is highly missing from this piece is a QR code. I mean, this is easy stuff, folks. I mean, a QR code is the easiest way to get somebody offline to online on a mobile device to get them to start shopping for your product. So definitely have a QR code on multiple panels if you can. And then finally, I just think that if I'm receiving this in a few days before one of these sales starts, which likely I am, this is a great candidate for post reminder. Have somebody, have your company add a post reminder QR code to this so that when that consumer scans that QR code, they can set a reminder for each one of these specific dates individually. And as they're going about their day, they're going to get a text message right to their phone to go ahead and start shopping with with this coupon code and savings. So that's my overall impression of the piece. I'll say that this is the first class, but just barely for me. And it's only a first class because I love the personalization, I love the imagery, and I thought that the piece overall with the involvement devices was pretty hardworking.
Yeah, the one thing I want to kind of double click on a little bit with your on the offer side is like usually we're very pro like one big clear solid offer. And usually when it's a product like this that's probably like $100 or less average order value, depending on if they were buying multiple pairs of shoes or something. We like to do the dollars off, and if it's over $100, we like to do the percentage off. Just because if you're buying a $3,000 average order value product and it says $500 off, you're like, geez, how expensive is this thing? So
Yeah.
there's like 30% off, there's $10 off, $20 off, $60 off. It's like I think I would expect just one really clear, hey, 30% off during Black Friday, and maybe it's not as simple as that because they have different, sales during different time periods. But yeah, I would encourage just like one distinct, really strong offer. But I agree. I kind of lean towards it does more positive than negative. So I'm in the first class camp as well. But I think there's some really easy additions that could make this a truly first class piece. So yeah. So just to recap, I'm Eric Smith, president of Incremental Media. You can reach me either at on LinkedIn or at incrementalmedia.com.
Great. My name is Mike Gunderson. You can find me at gunder.com, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day.
See you, everybody.